A lot of people start their financial planning exercise in right earnest. They start, they buy the product, they start investing into it. Over a period of time, they lose interest, they get into the self doubt, or they are made to get into something which is not required, and the ultimate result is they fail in their financial planning exercise. This is not an odd case. This happens with a lot of people. In this episode, I am going to talk to you about why your financial plans may fail, what are the reasons behind it. If you know about these reasons, probably in your financial plan, you can avoid these mistakes and make a very successful financial plan. This is NRI Money Clinic for you, and I am Dr. Chandrakant Bhatt, investment consultant and a financial planner.
NRI Money Clinic. No hype, just the right advice.
The first reason why your financial plan fail is because of the wrong focus. Your financial plan should have very clear focus. The point of focus is something different, and the point of focus what people get into is something which is not required. Most people get into this mistake of focusing on the product selection or the product or the returns. Your focus should not be on the products, or your focus should not be on the returns. Your focus should be on your life. If you remove life out of your financial plan, your financial plans have no meaning at all. The first question that you have to answer when you do a financial plan is, why do I do this? What is the purpose? What is my goal? What is the time that I have to achieve this particular goal? What are the options in front of us? People take it out. Rather, they try to choose a product, taking out this life from this financial plan. That is the first seed of failure. You should be focusing not on the returns, you should be focusing on the outcome. You should not be focusing on the product, you should be focusing on your goals. So if you want to create a successful financial plan, first identify what is your life goal, how much time do you have, how we can go about, what are my resources, do the SWOT analysis. What is my strength, what is my weakness, what is my opportunities, what is my threat. Once you get an answer, then the product, returns, everything will come later. Otherwise, choosing a product or trying to focus on return is trying to put the cart in front of the horse. The second reason why people fail in financial plan is because they embrace an Excel sheet model of financial planning. Excel sheets are great tools. They have served the mankind. But Excel sheets have their limitations. Your life does not go like an Excel sheet. In fact, there are many things in life which will not fit into an Excel sheet. Your life doesn't go like an Excel sheet. Your career doesn't go like an Excel sheet. The events in the society will not go like an Excel sheet. Neither your investments will go like an Excel sheet. People put it on the spreadsheet. They think that they make 16% profit from the stock market, extrapolate it to 30 years, and they say we will be ready for retirement in 45 years, 50 years, 60 years. Unfortunately, this modeling fails very badly. The right model to choose is a common sense model. Think about it, make it understandable for you, accept that it will not go like what you have planned. There can be a lot of changes along the way. You need to be altering your plans as things change over a period of time. Then only you will be able to create a financial plan. Otherwise, you put it on Excel sheet model, within 1 or 2 years, you realize that it is not going like this and you try to change it, and it will never be a path to recovery beyond that particular point. Use Excel sheet, understand it has limitations. One another reason why financial plans fail is when there are multiple options available in front of people, people fail to choose the least risky solution for their problem. Let me explain. If you have 3 options to invest in a mutual fund, invest in a stock market, direct stocks, or investing through a bank fixed deposit. If you see, if the bank fixed deposit can ensure that you reach your goals without taking any undue risk, why you should not be choosing a bank fixed deposit over a mutual fund or buying a direct stocks. If you're solution centric and if you have multiple options in front of you, it is very essential that you choose the least risky route. Your focus should be on the outcome and not the returns. So evaluate different options. Don't choose an option which give you high return. Rather choose an option which makes you reach your goal with the least risk. If you do that, then your financial plans may not fail as it has happened in the lives of many people. Yet another reason for financial plans to fail is people tend to forget the basics and try to do the unthinkable. When you are investing your money, you should remember that the bank interest that you get from depositing your money is the opportunity cost. If bank is giving you X rate of return, you should try to aim something little bit over and above what banks can give you. Bank rates are ultimately linked to the inflation. The whole purpose of investing is to beat inflation and create more value for this money in years ahead. Instead of benchmarking this correctly, you try to attempt superhuman returns. In the process, you'll be taking very high risks, and this risk will play most of the time. It's not the high rewards you will get it. Instead, it is the high risk which takes a toll on your savings. So don't forget the basics. Keep bank rate as a benchmark. Try to only beat inflation. Don't try to take an approach to generate superhuman returns. It may happen once in a while by matter of chance or because an opportunity presented at that point of time. It will not happen on a day-to-day basis. Understand this thing as a common sense and try to generate 2-3% over and above the bank rate. Your financial plans should work very well for you in such a case. If you try to attempt something more than this, then the chances of failure are really high. One another reason why financial plans fail is people tend to neglect the impact of taxation. People get so much fixated with the returns, advertisement, bombardment by the YouTubers, different videos, they forget what taxation can make for them. Taxes are a huge expense. Let us say that you earn 10% by an investing activity. And if you have to pay 33% tax on that, which means your net return is just 6.6%. Instead of that, if you attempt an investing exercise, which gives you a tax-free return of 8%, it makes a lot of sense for you to invest in a tax-free investment which can give you 8% rate of return. Always take note of how much of taxes you have to pay while entering it, while exiting it, or maneuvering through your plans in between the entry and the exit point. So this will have an impact on the final outcome. Don't treat taxation with kid gloves. Taxation is a major expense. See, if you think cost of the plan is something which you're always fixated on, think taxation is a major cost that can get into your financial plan. Always ask how much of taxes I have to pay. Is it something which is manageable? Is there an alternate way of bypassing this tax or minimizing this tax? If a product can give you a tax break or reduce your tax impact, you should make an honest attempt to incorporate such plans and just don't go with the return expectations of a direct stock or a mutual fund alone. One another reasons why financial plans fail is people try to use opaque methods. I use this word opaque method for all the things which a person might be doing which is away from what should be done as a lawful way of doing things. When you're buying real estate, giving money in an unaccounted form, trying to lend money to a private individual, getting into chit funds which are not regulated, all these things will come under the opaque methods which are followed in the financial planning process. When you do all these things, what happens is, if something were not to go right, in such a case, you have no legal remedy with you. If you generate a huge return from such exercise, it amounts to kind of a money laundering. You can't bring it to the mainstream. You can't pay taxes on this. So shun away all the opaque methods and invest only in those instruments which are regulated, which is as per the law. Conduct yourself in a way you are able to sleep peacefully at night. One another reason why financial plans fail is you totally neglect your situation of today and try to focus only for the future. There are enough advisors, there are enough YouTube channels or the influencers who tell that you have to save more. Yeah, the more you save, it is good for the business. I don't say that you do not save. Definitely you save. But in your enthusiasm of saving, do not neglect what needs to be done today. You could be a young person today. You could be having a young children in your house today. Whatever that needs to be done at this particular age, you need to be doing. Against that, you control everything, don't spend money, try to oversave for a future day. It doesn't make any sense. There is no guarantee that you will be alive 20 years from now. What needs to be done today needs to be done. If you don't try to attend to that, there will be problems in the family level. There can be pressure which is building at the family level. At one point of time, you may have to give up these plans and start spending today. Instead of that, plan methodically, take into account what needs to be done today. If you are a person who is unfortunate and you don't have so much of an income, try all means to increase your income and try to increase your saving. So don't try to save too much for the future and neglect your today. One major reason why financial plans fail is because you fail to take a professional help in designing the financial plan. When you say taking the help of a professional to draw up a financial plan, it's just not writing on an Excel sheet. It's just not suggesting a plan. It's much more than this. Your financial planner is your family friend. His main job is to guide your emotions from the unwanted directions it may take your money into. He will handhold you and ensures that your financial plan remains at the right place where it should remain. Don't hesitate to take the help of a financial planner. If you fall sick, you go to a doctor. If you have a problem in some sphere, you look for an expert in this particular field. Your money handling also needs an expert opinion. Don't hesitate to take the help of a financial planner, and always he will see whether you are doing things the right or not. He will be knowing what's happening in the marketplace, what works, what does not work. He comes to you with a lot of judgment on different plans that can be set up for you. Dear viewers, if you are looking out for a financial planner to write financial plans for you, you can make best use of our services as well. I have shown our contact number here on the screens. Through a WhatsApp message from any corner of the world, you can reach out to us and you can experience the kind of service we provide to different people all around the globe. Dear viewers, was the topic that I discussed today, was it useful to you? If your answer is yes, please do like this video. If you are a person who is watching this channel for the first time, or if you are yet to subscribe for this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon. Don't forget to share this video with your near and dear ones. Thank you very much for watching this episode on NRI Money Clinic. I will be back with you yet another topic on yet another video very soon.
Press the bell icon for more details and subscribe our channel.